So quickly, sir. Our first question to you is that, as important is African markets, particularly Nigeria, to Jamaica, sir? How important?
Well, the African market in general is a new frontier for the Caribbean and definitely for Jamaica. The fact of, we have 54 countries with just a little under 3 billion people, with a potential of nearly a billion tourists from all over Africa. It's a great opportunity. But Nigeria is the most significant of the countries of Africa now in terms of their capability to drive a middle class that travels. And certainly Jamaica has been very closely connected with Nigeria over the years. The cultural affinities are very strong, and we've also had good trading relations. We equally have diplomatic relations with Nigeria. We love intermarriage too. That's just taken.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. You just mentioned the intermarriage between Jamaica and Nigeria. I want to ask, in terms of culture, in terms of Jamaica culture, the music, the food. We know that Jamaica has been known for reggae. In terms of the food and the culture, the music, the festival in particular, how can that shape the visitors' experience in Jamaica?
Well, as I indicated earlier, that there are cultural affinities, and yes, the music and the food. Reggae has become very popular in most of Africa now, and certainly Nigeria is leading the way in terms of that. Also, there's with regards to the link that it has been between Nigeria and Jamaica. So these are of serious touristic activity between our two countries.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, awesome. So, so how do we open up Jamaica to Nigeria market? Because we know visa is an issue, and is an issue that people confront with. So, how do you intend to open up Nigeria, most especially Africa, to Jamaica market through ease of getting visa?
Well, from a touristic point of view, and certainly where the Jamaica Tourist Board, which is activities and engaging destinations, we'll be looking at working through tour operators and travel agents in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, there are a few who have already started talking with us. There were preliminary efforts for flights to commence from Lagos, and different points. These efforts have been made but have not materialized as fully. We've had one or two short engagements, but that needs to be strengthened. So we need to do two things. One, we need to have travel agents come to Jamaica from Nigeria to look at the product, to engage airport, to look at the hotels, to look at our attractions, and also to develop now stories around Destination Jamaica, and to have public relations and advertising programs that sensitize the Nigerian people more to the Jamaican product and to invite them to visit.
That's wholesome, sir.
And secondly,
go ahead, sir.
And secondly, we need to have the airlines now connecting in a strong way. And that discussion we will have to pursue over the next few weeks as we move forward into the new dispensation of what I call the post-Melissa tourism. So Nigeria is definitely on our radar. And we will be talking further. I have a visitor to two very strong events in Nigeria over the next few months. Yes, there's a speaking engagement that I have there, and we are looking forward to doing more engagement with
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. You just mentioned, you talked about a working relationship between Nigeria and Jamaica. Are you looking at Jamaica considering a roadshow in Nigeria, particularly for tourism expo, cultural exchange programs in Nigeria and other African countries? Roadshow.
Well, part of the activities that we have, as well as to program for and to budget to enable. I'm already in touch with the African Tourist Board. I'm actually a director. I'm also involved in a number of bilateral engagements with, various countries. I will be in Nairobi on the 17th of February for the first ever World Tourism Resilience Day observation in Africa. And that is expected to be at the Kenyatta University in Nairobi. So we have been making inroads in areas of Africa, but the actual touristic activities has not started with any energy. I need to make that happen, definitely.
Awesome. Okay, sir. So where do you see
this discussion today? This discussion today is an important one.
Yes, very much.
Insensitizing the communities around to the intentions of Jamaica to get the Nigerian market going, but also to make the broader statement of our overall interest in a Jamaica/Caribbean Africa connection. And one of the things that we want also to emphasize is the fact of the historic link and the diasporal connection between Africa and the Caribbean. And we think that there is also a scope for what we call the reverse diaspora, where the Caribbean becomes a lot more involved in Africa development, because we have acquired skills and technologies. We've also acquired a certain sense of competence in doing certain things that can be valuable to Africa in its effort of development now. So I believe that there is scope for what I call strengthening of this reverse diaspora, where Caribbean go to Africa in the same way that Africa came to make the Caribbean.
Wow. That's awesome, sir. Okay, sir, let's look at, you just mentioned technology now, and we are looking at digital innovation. So how is this shaping tourism in Jamaica?
Well, technology is the driver of experiential tourism now. We're seeing the impact of AI already. Part of what makes this connectivity so seamless is the technology. We have to use the technology to create greater efficiencies in the tourism sector. For example, in air transport and in access to the destination through our airports, the whole system of digital identification through the use of facial recognition, for example, and also the digital entry presentations to enable people to know all about you before we even arrive close to the destination, and thereby making it easy for us to identify you when you arrive, and the whole process of getting you into the country become easy and seamless. So that level of technology is a first and important step in terms of enabling visitor facilitation. Then at the hotels, to make it easier to satisfy the needs and the varied needs of customers and guests. Technology is also utilized in various forms. In the marketing side, we use that to reach people across the world. You know, the AI and chatbot and all these new technological advancements that have enabled better communication and also for us to recover quickly on reputational disruptions, because the downside of the technology is also to be recognized. And one of the big downside is what we call reputational disruptions. Things are said now, and by bloggers and all sorts of what we call the digital entrepreneurs who pride in saying the wrong thing sometimes, peddling misinformation and disinformation. So we have to also use that technology to combat those and to build resilience. So there's a whole new area that we have, the destination, reputational resilience.
Okay.
So we have to build that reputational resilience through the use also of technology.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir. We are so happy to speak with you, sir.